It was the most difficult day that I've had in a very long time. When we rushed Ozzy to the emergency room, um, the pet emergency room, and they couldn't do anything for him there, and they sent us to the LSU small animal clinic where they were more equipped to handle what was going on with him. He had lost the ability to use both of his hind legs one morning, and it was all of a sudden. And oh my gosh, it was so scary. You guys remember only a few short months ago, Ozzy could not walk. He lost the ability to use his hind legs. All of a sudden, one morning, he woke up. We woke up. We were, just lounging around and getting breakfast together. And he couldn't use his left leg, left hind. And then, literally a few minutes later, he was dragging his entire back. I called the vet. They said it was probably arthritis, and I was like, I don't think so. So we took him to the pet hospital, and then when we got there and they saw what was going on with him, they sent us to the LSU small pet clinic. It's a hospital. It's emergency. So we were there for several hours. I was a total wreck. He was in pain. And I was a total wreck. My husband was worried, but he was trying to keep me calm. And so they finally got him back there and did some x-rays. And they told us they didn't know what was going on, but he was, basically paralyzed from the middle of his spine. From there, they told us how to come here, Oz. Let's go this way. They told us, if he doesn't urinate in 12 hours, that we were going to have to manually empty his bladder. They taught us how to do that on a dog, and thank God he urinated on his own, but he couldn't lift his leg. He couldn't walk. So my husband was literally carrying him outside to urinate. They put him on anti-inflammatories, and they put him on gabapentin. Both of those things helped to reduce the inflammation and to help with his pain, because you guys, he was trembling in pain. And like with every time we had to pick him up to go outside, he was trembling. We literally had to hold him up, because dogs, like, they stoop down when they're doing number 2 when they're pooping. And we literally had to hold him up for him to go. So my husband was like carrying him so much. Now he has like a lot of back pain. So do I, because we still carry him up and down the steps. But he literally ran down the steps on his own day before yesterday, and he climbed up yesterday. But today he's back to not being able to go down. So I don't care how many heating pads I have to put on, or what I have to do, but I'm gonna give him my all, because he's, guys, he's been there for me. This little dog has helped me so much. You guys know that I have lupus. 41 years now I was diagnosed, and I've been on dialysis for a total of 23 years. I'm trying to get a kidney transplant. I had breast cancer, fibromyalgia, and this little guy, he's been with me for 10 years now. And after I got him, it just changed my world. Like, unconditional love. And we have our families, and our I don't have children, but we have our family members, our parents. I still have my mother, siblings, and husbands, spouses, husbands, wives. But there's something about having a little guy like this. He has his own little personality. And I see a difference, like he listens to my husband Alex, but y'all, I have to like fuss at him sometimes. I'm like, come on, please. He is something else. He's so intelligent. And I swear, you guys, when I had breast cancer, I didn't know it yet. He kept hitting me on that side. And I saw a purple bruise on, my right side in front of the mirror. And I was like, this dog has bruised me. But it turned out that was where the cancer was. So, and you guys, when I'm sick, he knows it. He lays down next to me. Come this way, Oz. And his little body, like the warmth coming from his body, literally makes me feel better. And so I thank God for him. God knew I needed a little guy like this. So they are special. We need to take care of them. I cook for him and I make him all sorts of good food, and he does eat dry dog food, but not everybody can spoil their dogs rotten, but you can love them. You can hug them. You can put them on your lap. Make sure that they have clean water and food in their bowls, and never treat them. Don't yell at them. Don't scream at them. Don't pull on them, and stop, in my opinion, stop scaring your dogs just for clicks and views. That makes no sense. Come here, Oz. Come on. Let's go this way. It's wet in there. Anyway. Hey, Oz. Ozzy. Hey, man. Hi. Oh, and by the way, you guys, when you look at his videos, and you notice that one eye closes and one eye doesn't, or he can blink, that was another thing. I rushed him to the emergency because his eye wouldn't close one morning. So, and his mouth was drawn. It looked like he had a stroke. His mouth was drawn all the way back on one side and kind of stuck open. And his eye was wide open, and I put my hand in front of it and he didn't blink and it didn't move. And they said he was probably going to be like that because they had seen a few other dogs that way. And I was thinking, no, he's not. He's going to get better. So it's been a few years, I would say about 3.5 years since that happened. And he doesn't blink that eye, but he learned. The doctor's like, wow, this is a smart guy. I didn't know dogs had like a secondary lid in there. And so every now and then he can blink that one. And it's crazy to look at, you guys, but he doesn't do it often. So, but his mouth has completely closed. It's still pulled back on that side of his face, like you can see a difference, but he can eat. His food's not coming out. But the eye doesn't blink. It doesn't close. So I have to clean his eye out several times a day and just make sure that nothing's in there. He refuses to wear his goggles, but he's the boss of him. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you later, and take care of your amazing little guys, your babies, your fur babies. All right. Have a great one.